Well. The big news in entertainment we're going to talk about when we go down in the DM at 8 o'clock and give you a chance to weigh in. But the big news, of course, actor Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
Just when you thought there was a chance Jussie might actually see jail time, in a swift move, ladies and gentlemen, Jussie Smollett will not be prosecuted for allegedly faking a racial attack because all of the charges have been dropped. Jussie and his lawyers ran to court yesterday morning where he was facing 16 counts of lying to the police in the alleged racial and homophobic attack. Now, Jussie will surrender his $10,000 bond, and that is it. The case is over. We are told the state's attorney, Kim Fox, told Chicago police she was dropping the case because Jussie would have only gotten community service if convicted, and she said he's already performed so much community service, it doesn't make sense going into all of this and wasting all of this money. Jussie Smollett then, and I'll just say this, instead of saying thank you and I'm sorry and walking away, no! That's not what Jussie Smollett did.
What did he do?
No!
You got a whole lot to say.
Jussie Smollett did what Jussie Smollett does best.
Act.
Yes!
I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of. This has been an incredibly difficult time, honestly one of the worst of my entire life. But I am a man of faith, and I'm a man that has knowledge of my history, and I would not bring my family, our lives, or the movement through a fire like this. I just wouldn't.
You're not buying it, Frank?
I mean, the bottom line is the Mayor Rahm Emanuel came out and said he did it. The police department said he did it. Everybody says he did it. The judge, listen, the prosecutors basically saying,
We agree
he did it. But if he goes to court, we're not going to put him in jail. We're just going to give him community service.
And then
so why would we spend all this money to put him in jail? So basically everybody is saying he did it.
Yikes.
But he gets on there again.
I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of. This has been an incredibly difficult time, honestly one of the worst of my entire life. But I am a man of faith, and I'm a man that has knowledge of my history, and I would not bring my family, our lives, or the movement through a fire like this. I just wouldn't.
Boy, I feel like playing that back with a violin in the back.
You know what? This man, he's not a plumber by trade. He's an actor, okay? That's what I feel like when I hear that.
All right. Well, our thoughts and prayers need to be with Wendy Williams right now. She's been going through a very rough time. Apparently, her husband, Kevin Hunter, just fathered a child.
A side baby.
Yes, with his mistress, Sharina Hudson. You know, she said that she had checked herself into a sober house after dealing with addiction. And then this week, apparently she was rushed to a hospital after she was found drunk. The source says that she was in a bad way and disappeared from the studio after her show on Monday, and she went back to the sober house only to check herself out and then decided to start drinking. It's not clear where she went, but she was headed in the direction of her home and managed to find alcohol along the way. Now, she ended up doing the show on Tuesday, and I also hear her husband is an executive producer on the show, so she still has to deal with seeing him every day and trying to balance her addiction with seeing her husband and all of these allegations.
So is the baby thing real? Is it just a rumor? Is it real?
Know.
What is
I mean, everyone's saying that it is, but she hasn't talked about it. Wait, I'm sorry, go ahead.
This has been a rumor for like a year now that this baby is on the way. The baby's allegedly here. And then
and the ring. Her ring, like the other day, we saw her going into the studio with her ring off, and she actually said on her show,
a big statement,
if you see me with my ring off, then you question my marriage. If you see me with my ring on, then things are still good. But then we saw her with her ring off, and apparently she's only wearing it for the show. And the same source said that when she leaves the set, that she takes it off. So I can't even imagine how she's feeling right now with all that going on.
This is not a good look. The past year for Wendy, she's collapsing and Halloween and then the drug. It's not a good look. I don't think things are good right now.
What you thinking, brother? Because you know her, right?
I'm thinking Wendy needs like a real close friend
Yeah.
And she needs to like bounce for a minute.
Wendy
like,
needs to go
Just
off
take
the
a
TV.
second.
Yeah, she needs
Get
to,
off of TV. Do
She
what you
needs
gotta
to
do.
get out of New York. She needs to move away. She needs to get
her
with some
life
real people.
together.
And just, yeah.
Well, Wendy, if
Yeah.
you're listening, we hope you get the help that you need, sis. We are here
But
praying
you know,
for you,
all of
thinking
that,
of you.
all of that is a cycle of abuse.
Absolutely.
You know, when you get to the real thing about abuse, they will put you through it. The abuser will put you through
Yeah.
it and have you committing suicide,
Girl, and
still blame you.
Well, let's hope Wendy don't get there. This wild out here. Listen, folks. Yesterday we spoke about Cardi B, and there was a video that she had put up online when she admitted when she was a stripper to drugging men, taking them upstairs to hotel rooms, and then robbing them. That went viral yesterday. The whole surviving Cardi B was viral yesterday.
it was a thing.
Yes, Cardi B was forced to pretty much go out and put out a statement. She's like, yo, this is something that I did in a live Instagram video 3 years ago. And then she said, I made the choices that I did at the time because I had very limited options. I was blessed to have been able to rise from that, but so many women have not. So she's just like, okay, yeah, I did it. I ain't doing it now. But then she went on because a lot of people are like, yo, what's the difference between, dudes doing this? This is part of hip hop culture. She said, I'm a part of hip hop culture where you can talk about where you come from, about the wrong things you had to do to get to where you are.
That's real.
And you know what? I ain't mad at her. She's being honest. How many male rappers have we have a whole history of hip hop. Just male artists who just say, I robbed this dude. I stole from this dude.
Slanging rocks.
We can go online right now and see rappers getting beat up for their chains on video. So Cardi B saying, I used to take advantage of men. If you ask me, ain't no big deal.
Ain't no big deal, JR.
Nope, ain't no big deal.
You let her take advantage of you?
Cardi B's not my type. She wouldn't take advantage of me.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, friend.
I'm not here to get taken out of my wallet. No, sirree.
I don't know.
Frank, what you thinking? You look skeptical all day.
I mean, there's a sense of she knows she did it.
Yeah.
She went out and robbed
And
these
she's
guys.
owning it.
And she's got money. Why not give them dudes the money back that she stole from?
So she can go back
Come on.
She's going to go back to the strip club and apologize. That ain't happening.
No, not to the strip club. To them
the
dudes
men.
she took up to the hotel and stole their money.
I doubt she knows
found
who
them.
these guys are.
Found them.
I bet you they gonna start coming forward
You
now.
think
Watch.
so? Who's gonna admit that?
There's a lot of lames in strip clubs. Cardi B don't need to go find them. I'm just saying.
Ooh wee, Jr.
All
Okay,
right,
a
he's
lot of lames in strip clubs. Let's keep that quote.
We doing it for the culture, y'all.